welcome to the commentary zone. As you enter the room, please don't forget to give us a little thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, notification bell, and tell a friend. Okay, so on the docket today, we have Seeking Sister Wife, Season 5, Episode 2, Seeking Danielle Davis. Danielle Davis, please report to the principal's office. Danielle Davis.
I mean, what are we going to do with at this point with Danielle? I'm just not really here for her. She's giving me nothing. Her performance is weak right now. I need more. She needs to give.
Wait, which Danielle are we talking about? Merrifield or Davis? Because Danielle Davis is the one with Nick in his MLL,
right?
Cult, and then Merrifield.
They both need to give me more. Like, you got one running away crying, you got the other one staying and crying. I mean, I'm gonna need them to do better on both of y'all. Both of y'all, both Danielle need to do better.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, welcome everybody. And thank you for the new subscribers who joined our tribe. We really appreciate it. We hope to see you in the live chat and in the comments section. Okay. So on this particular episode 2, we had the Merrifield family, we had the Sherwood family, we had the Davis family, and the Salahudin family. And Salahudin. Sorry if I mispronounced that, but I'll get it by the end of the season. Okay, who do you want to start with first?
Okay, sorry, it's cold in here. I'm trying to think who gave us the least. I think the Salahudin gave us the least, to be completely honest.
Right, but I will preface before I make my comments. I just felt like with this couple, the Salahudins and the Merrifields, I felt like it was a lot of repeat from last episode.
It was.
Okay.
No, the Salahudins, it seemed to be what it is. It was an extension of the conversation they had last week. But the problem with that is the conversation didn't move forward. It stayed in the same place. So it felt like a repeat from last week.
Yeah, like I couldn't believe we were still at dinner.
Right. But then
we wrapped it up last week.
But the difference, here's the difference is, like, though, with the Salahudins and the Merrifields. Now, like I said, the conversation, both had conversations from last week. But the side character, the Merrifields have better side characters right now. That's why their story moved along, because of the side characters. Like, right now, the Salahudins, the only side character is the mom, who we know is not really here for the polygamy type lifestyle.
But she had the best comments of the whole entire episode.
She did, though. But
get a dog, get a cat.
But she does. Right now, with the side character, I think she needs a better leading cast, because the main couple is not doing much for me right now.
All right, so this is who we're talking about right now. The Salahudins. Nyla is the wife, and Naeem is the husband, and his mom is Jamila, if I remember correctly. And that's who's at dinner. He's just coming across as very ick to me. Yeah, I think he just wants a girlfriend, and I don't think she wants to have that type of relationship with him anymore, because he's probably stepped out already and maybe even brought home something that she had to try to get rid of with the help of a physician. I don't know, like this whole thing of her like wanting to encourage him and help him be the best man that he can be by having sex with somebody else makes no sense to me. Maybe if y'all had went the religious route, but if y'all had went the religious route, we would have been talking financials, because you have to keep both wives in a similar situation. But he doesn't want a wife. He want a boo thing on the side with her permission.
That's the
And
way it came across. That's the way it came across to me.
I'm also tired of like them portraying the women as the ones who are like, I think you should do this. This should be a really great idea. Since when that happened in marriage? But then again, I've never been married, so I digress. But I didn't really get anything from them other than Naeem telling his mom that they are considering a woman in Georgia that they met online. Um, um, and Jamila just saying, I don't want to hear no more about this nastiness. It's Jeremy. And I feel she knows what her son gives.
Right.
And she knows that this is gonna end in catastrophe. But whatever, you can try to process it and give it more consideration. But Jamila, I don't think your initial reaction is going to change once you've processed what they're telling you.
Right.
That's
It's going to be the
me.
same thing.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's all I took away from them. Do you have anything else?
Nah.
All right. So let's just say hi to everybody. Hi, Lena. Hi, Sunway. Hi, Ryan. I need to dip, but I'm here for now. Oh, no worries, no worries. Ryan, Danielle Davis moving out at the start of the season was great, Jamal. Starting off with a bang. I don't know, like when we get to them, I'll give you my opinion on that. But anyway, Lena, everyone on this show named Danielle needs to get it all the way together, and I mean shit. Okay, hello, Steven. You don't watch the show? Oh my God. Well, just stay in the chat because it is trash. It is trash. Um, sorry, my eyes are a little irritated today. Um, but it is funny. Um, Lena says, but the mom Jamila was funny as hell. She said, "Girl, get a dog. We need more black moms on this show, and I will die on this hill." Yes, we do. Nyla is the queen of Delulu. Mama, your man doesn't like you. That's why he does better when there are other women
Well,
involved. Good point. Good point. Oh my God. Let's see. What else is going? I love it that y'all are like having your own little conversation and greetings in the live chat. It makes me very happy. Um, Lena says he disrespects her constantly when she speaks and she lets him. Nyla is a mess and she needs to listen to her mother in law. Tracy, did I miss any couples? No, we were just talking about the Salahudins. They didn't really have anything much this episode, and we were just talking about how great his mom is. Let's see. I'm just warming up the phone for Prison Break. Okay. This should be quick. Okay. Alrighty. So next up, who do you want to talk about?
oh, let's see. Who else? Who else? Who's the next bummy couple?
Um the other three were more interesting than Nyla and Naeem.
Right. So who do you
let's
think?
let's do the Sherwoods. Let's do them because they're a new couple, and I'm still confusion with them. Who's
I'm
this?
not at all. I'm not at
I,
all. This is exactly what we said it was going to be. Ashley's looking for a girlfriend. Period.
but it
Period.
seems like she's lying to both of them.
Correct.
And I felt so bad for her in this episode. Did y'all notice that she was having massive indigestion? Did you hear her burping over and over again during that meal?
No, I didn't notice. I was too focused on
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think she was coming to anybody's
defense.
help.
Mm-mm.
She wasn't.
No.
Because both Shane and Grace was like, why she ain't speak up? That's because that woman was having massive heartburn and indigestion. She was
Mm-hmm.
burping And I was just like, wow, okay, she's probably hungry and whatever she's eating isn't sitting well, plus the stress of trying to figure out who she lied to and what she said. Cuz that's how I feel. Um she's messy, and this just reminds me so much of Elisa and Michael.
Michael,
Yes.
Mike.
Um, I feel like she ain't tell Grace. Like I feel like she's dealing with Grace like a lesbian relationship. Like
Right.
she ain't say the part like what when she's and she did say at the beginning that this person was gonna have to have a relationship, a physical, intimate relationship with her husband and have a child. Correct?
Yes.
Okay, so I feel like what she's been saying to Grace over these 6 or 7 days is that they just getting down together and he's okay with it. Because I feel like Grace came in there with a lot of entitlement and possession over Ashley.
Right.
And that is what Shane was picking up on and started getting defensive. And then I don't think like they've had 6 or 7 dates, but Ashley, who's a psychiatrist, didn't know that Grace. What she said to us was that she was her makeup artist. She ain't saying nothing about this spiritual coaching,
Coaching.
as if she's a therapist. And I was just like, wait, so what are y'all doing on your dates? And is Shane correct?
That was my whole issue with Ashley, because you could tell the way Grace was acting. Because I liked
Mm,
Grace, she became very dismissive of Shane. Like, why are you basically like, why are you here?
condescending.
Like, why are
Yeah.
you here?
Mm-hmm.
But
This is
when
my
he,
woman.
but then when he kind of snipped back, and he did try to belittle her profession, quote unquote. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna be. And when she said, "Oh," he's all like something about therapy. She's like, "Oh, well, have you ever been to a therapist?" He's like, "Well, no." She's like, "It shows." I'm like, "Oops,
Yeah.
red." I was like, "Oh, red. Oh, Shane, stop it."
Right. But then when I gagged, when they was in the car, just him and Ashley, and we find out she's a whole psychiatrist, like
Right.
he knows what that field encompasses because
Exactly.
his wife is at the top part of that
Right.
field because she deal with the drugs.
Right.
um I'm just like,
You write
and
scripts.
she, but here's the thing, Ashley was behaving, and I still think she was suffering with the indigestion and heartburn, but she was behaving like she didn't even know what that woman did. Like all she knew was that she was makeup.
Mm-hmm.
And I would never let Ashley do my makeup. Her eyebrows, no. You couldn't
Well,
come at a palette. You couldn't come with a palette at me with your eyebrows looking like that.
well, technically, that eyebrows fall under aesthetics. So I'm
No,
not
but
going.
I must know because my makeup artist can do my eyebrows as well. They can like fill them in, but when you start doing, I don't know if hers is
Well, I
tattooed
was
or
trying to help
the
Grace out, but you're just not gonna
no.
let me.
No, her eyebrows is in the Mary Brown category and McKelty category. It's just like a what the fuck for me. They in no way look natural. They look like she got a crayon box and melted down the brown crayon and started wiping it on like a clown. Like, no. I'm old
Grace,
school.
if you watch this, girl, I tried to help you out, but Debbie just
No.
had to put the facts out there. Sorry, girl. Next. But so
Mm-mm.
well, yeah, so back to Grace, like to me, I agree with you. It sounds like Ashley's having different conversations with each person.
Yes.
Like even though like it's not okay, I'll put it this way: it's like she's having the conversation. She's probably having the same conversation with both, but she's glossing over different parts of the conversations, the important parts of the conversation. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing. remember, she's talking about, oh, the person who's with me has to be with Shane, physical, blah, blah. And we've talked about this, right? Hold up. How have y'all talked about this? And Grayson told us that, yeah, she's dated men in the past, but recently she's only dating women. What I want to know what I'm like.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I think Grace, and the thing is, did Shane ever say that he's going to be having sex with this person too? Because from what I'm picking up from him, and I could be completely wrong, he's just doing this to make Ashley happy.
that's what it seems like.
So, and when she said the part about this person is going to have to be okay with Shane and have an intimate relationship with him and have a kid with him, she was by herself, right? He wasn't there.
Yes, correct.
So, like, I don't even think he knows about this. Like, I feel like Shane is like a parent who's trying to see who their 16-year-old daughter is dating at this point.
Right. I can see that.
I'm just like, I don't know. It Ashley, get your lies together. Get your lies together. And bring some. Are pregnant ladies allowed to bring Tums? I don't know. I think she was distracted by her indigestion or whatever was going on with her, but the burps were very entertaining for me.
I mean, the shade was entertaining for me. The fact that Shane was mad was entertaining. It was entertaining to me because you could just tell he's whipped. You can just tell he's just so whipped. It's like, oof, this is not going to end well for you, sir. Because here's what happened. Grace thought she was getting her a whole girlfriend, and
Yeah.
that's what she treated. She treated us like, okay, I'm gonna be with Ashley, but I have to kind of deal with Shane every so often.
I would like to know what her profile is on the dating website. If she's admitting that she has a spouse that is a male and that she's looking for a lesbian relationship, or if she's like single, or if she's open, like what category is she, like what's her
Right.
profile? What is she saying that she wants and what her situationship is? I
Right.
It's
Because Grace,
confusing.
the way Grace is acting is like, ma'am, she's a whole pregnant. Like she didn't get, and she's married. You were at the wedding, so
Mhm.
that was my whole thing with Grace as well. Like you were the makeup artist at the wedding, so I'm not sure how you're coming in here with this kind of attitude. Like, what is Ashley telling you?
I don't know.
Because if
I
because
don't
if Grace were
know.
a stranger, I wouldn't be so shocked. But the fact that she was at the wedding is like,
Yeah.
what? Now I'm looking at Ashley like really side eye. Like, what kind of conversation are you having? What are you telling Grace?
And how are you still seeing somebody 6, 7 dates in and you don't really like them? What are y'all doing? And why did Grace roll up there with such entitlement? Like, and then I also felt like we were putting her out by coming to the lunch.
Mm-hmm.
But what I did like the most about their segment was Shane's what did somebody call it? A murder plate?
Mm-hmm.
Um Grace orders like vegan, gluten-free, celiac disease, some shit. She just wanted air on a plate. And he just orders like beef tips with fries. I was like, "Oh, those look good." Oh, they looked really good. It inspired me to make an Irish coddle today.
Ooh.
Yes, it's an Irish pork sausage and potato stew. I'm getting my full on 37% Irish from my DNA results cook on today. This whole date me but have a baby with my husband thing is giving Handmaid's Tale, and I'm so over it. Ooh. That was hilarious, though, the shade. Let's be for real. That girl did not tell Grace about how involved with Shane she was going to have to be. Grace came in hot because she was completely unaware of what was happening. Oops. Thank you, Debbie. I thought the same. It's let's call a thing here. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I just think they're being very deceptive to us from the beginning. And production, get the story straight. That's all I'm asking. Get the story straight so I can, enjoy it. Got her a stencil and a charcoal. Oh. I'm only going off what Debbie H said. I've not seen the show. Yes, I'll take that. I'll take that. Hi, Susan. Hi, Rodney. Run, Shane, run. She's for the streets. I don't know why. Like, he seems like a pretty decent guy. If it, he seems like a monogamous sort. Why is he okay with this? It's he could find somebody else. Is he doing this for the children? Like, and you're bringing kids into this? Like, I don't get it. And he's so focused on her being happy. What about his happiness? Because he doesn't seem very happy with all of this going
Nope.
down. It could be just me. I don't know.
No, he doesn't want to do this.
It's just weird. It's just weird. Okay, somehow this one got past me. Now Prison Brides has got me all kinds of mouthy. Oh my God. Steven, are you sure you're okay now that Prison Brides is done? Oh, okay. Wait, I can probably up the location radius on all my apps and find Ashley since they don't live that far from me. I'm gonna, but I probably, oh my God, I'm not gonna. Don't do that. Don't do that. But yeah, secretly do it and let me know what happens. Let's see. Hi, Black Lavender. She wanted the no taste plate. Ugh. And even that was said with like some hoity toity. She's like, just bring me a salad. I don't talk to wait staff like that. You know why? Because they can spit in my food. They can drop it on the floor and then put it back on the plate. They can rub their asses on it and then put it back on the plate. I try to be as nice and respectful as possible to the people who are preparing my food.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what? Okay. So you can apply for the show. I have misjudged your person. Oh my gosh. Next season on Seeking Sister Wives. Oh, wouldn't that be fun? No, but then we couldn't get an insider's peek because you'd have an NDA.
Right.
Sucks. Charcoal has got to be better than crayons. I only said the crayons because her eyebrow color was different than her hair color. Her eyebrow color was like an amber. I wasn't really interested in all of her dog sweat attitude. So that's why I was focusing on beef tips and her fucked up eyebrows and Ashley burping. Check me that I picked up on a burp. And the only reason I picked up on the first one, the first time I heard it, was because Grace turned around and said something to her and she burped. And Grace was like, gave one of those mean mug faces. And I was like, she's pregnant. Like, she's going to have indigestion. Do you not understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've never been pregnant, but I know that. Anyway, can y'all imagine me on this show? I would love it, but all your scenes would be on the cutting room floor because you would be putting people in places. I don't know. Now we watch. Oh, struggle. Do it, don't do it. I know. But I don't want to get anybody sued. Debbie, do I look worried about NDA? I'll risk it on. I worry about an NDA. I do. I'm scared of the law. I thought they were supposed to match. I struggle with blondes with black eyebrows. That's because they're not blondes. They're bottle blondes. Like the curtains don't match the carpet. Just saying. I don't know. Anywho, anything else with the Sherwoods?
Nope.
Oh wait, and at the end, all right, just when we thinking that she is not down for Grace, they end off with her saying, "Well, I'm just gonna keep trying." What?
And he's mad too. That's the hilarious part. He's like, I'm not sure what she's seeing in Grace. I was like, oops, sir. Well,
Because it feels to him that Ashley is picking Grace over him and
yes,
considering Grace more than his opinion.
right.
And he's so desperate to be part of the party. Oh God. Alrighty.
Yeah,
So who
he is, but he doesn't realize he's not actually
I
invited.
know, I
Like he's
know.
like a cater waiter or something at the party.
Who do you want to talk about next? The four people or the criers?
Let's go with the four people.
The
Uh,
four people. This is a
so
mess.
yeah, because okay, so basically the main thing with them is, Jennifer comes home from work. The fact that he's dressed up to be a stay-at-home dad, okay, if that makes you feel good, fine, whatever. He took baby Vera to the park. They almost made it down a twisty slide, didn't quite make it. So they come home. Jen comes home, asks if he has spoken to Danielle. He says spoke to her for a little bit, blah, 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 blah. And then they get a phone call like from production or something. Danielle's moving her stuff out. She's not comfortable, But I will give them this. Like they've
Mhm.
stayed true. They never lied to her. They said like, you won't be the last one. You will be. We're looking to expand the family. Danielle's like, I'm not really ready for that. Blah blah blah. But I'm looking at her like, well, ma'am, this is what you signed up for. They never lied to you. There was never any like trickery here. Like the fact that you decided to marry a woman and be with a man who's with two other women while having no job, I'm going to need you to not be like this. I'm just saying. I mean, when you like if you agree to the dynamic, you can't be surprised when they want to bring in somebody else. Sorry. No.
Here's my frustration with this week's episode. All of this should have taken place last season.
Yeah.
We should have never had a wedding or a commitment ceremony or whatever the fuck they did at the
Mm-hmm.
end of last season. She should have bailed because she wasn't comfortable last season.
Exactly.
And so you think that it's 2 years in or whatever they said, and you were still going to be okay with it. No. And let's not say that this was her, you know, not wanting to add anyone else to the family. No, because I think that once she's realized that once she gets married to this fourth wife, then all of her finances are looped in to the family's pot.
But this is what
Because
she's telling us though. I'm trying to stick to what she's actually said, and she said that that she wasn't sure she was ready. She hadn't been in the family long enough for them to need another wife yet. That's what she said. Now you're going off of last season and logic here. I'm going by
Mhm,
what she's saying. I
mhm.
agree with what you're saying, and what I'm saying is like, well, ma'am, you agreed to all this, so how are you upset now? And they've never
But
lied
here's
to
the
you.
thing. Here's the thing. No, they told her that there's going to be another wife, but they never verbalized to us that finances were going to be involved, right? And
But
once you
we
start
knew that
doing
though.
legal marriages, that's where finances become involved.
But, but
And
we're
here's
old
the
too
thing
though.
though.
We're
Here's the
kind of
thing
old too.
though. Huh?
We're kind of old because she's like 24, 25. The first thing we just thought about before marriage is finances. That would be the first thing that we talked about.
Mhm.
She
Mhm.
wasn't thinking that way. She's thinking like, oh, this is gonna be great, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. But go ahead. Sorry.
But here's the thing though. This leads why I'm thinking it's about financial control. Um she got a whole apartment paid first, last, and security on an apartment without them knowing.
Mm-hmm.
And this is probably why they're rushing to get the extra income in, because they've got that house now and they've got to pay
Mm-hmm.
off that 19-foot bed.
Right.
And he's still not working. So they need another income to support the lifestyle. And she's like, no. And I think that she's not been contributing the full amount, or she has done a personal withholdings without declaring her full income to these yabos in order to have an escape plan. And y'all know I love me an escape plan, whether you straight, queer, whatever. Always have an escape plan with a nest egg. And she utilized it. She pulled the string. She pulled the emergency brake and she bailed. Um but here's the thing. Yes, they told her that, right? That she was going to have to do it. But if she's relaying to them that she's not ready, it feels like they're forcing her. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
not down with that. If I say I'm not ready, bitch, what are you going to do? Don't force me. And that's a problem. Okay, Tracy said we're supposed to believe he wears his Sunday best at home, taking care of the baby every day. Come,
Right.
oh,
Exactly.
oh my God. Does the dad do videos? I saw one that could have been him dressed in an apron looking like Martha Stewart, maybe a different guy. He don't cook because them women got to come home and cook.
Exactly.
And as soon as one of them come home, he hand off that kid so quick. I wouldn't be surprised if that baby was in daycare, to be honest. Because how
I
are you
can't
taking
stand
care of
you.
the kid and being able to do your deep thoughts, reading the latest
Right.
conspiracy theories
Mm-hmm.
online? Like that kid interrupts his thinking. Vera, you cute though. You real cute. I was hoping she was gonna spit up on him. Ugh. Anyway, the way she said at least 2 more wives had me shook though. Like y'all didn't talk about this beforehand. What are we doing right now? It can't be 2 because remember, they have to be even. So they need at least 3 more. They need 1 for Danielle. And if you bringing in another wife, you're going to have to pair that one off. I also feel, this is my own opinion, I also feel that Danielle agreed to come in there thinking that if she was like the lone unattached one, that she could get Nick to change his mind and legally marry her. And he ain't down for that. He don't want no liability for any of these women. Period. What is really committing to? Oh my God. They really needed to have this conversation before they even really started dating. This shouldn't be suddenly post marriage tease. No, they did talk about it. April brought it up last year. I mean, not last year, last season. The recruiter did bring it up. It was part of the employment contract. April brought it. She did her due diligence as head recruiter and director of HR. They need to learn from the Brown wives. Do you really want to put in all your money and lose all control of your own earnings? Jamal's right. Get them while they're too. Ugh. I think that that's an issue with Jennifer. Like, when did April recruit her? Because they used to work together, and then all of a
Mm-hmm.
sudden she's up in this foolishness. Okay, but I'm 25. That girl is not mentally, emotionally her age. She has no business making lifelong decisions like this. The only reason I do is that I've lived beyond my share of life. Listen, Danielle knows that this is no bueno. Danielle knows that. She knew it from last season. But for some reason, I guess $1,000 means a lot to her. Maybe that's the money that she tucked away
Mm-hmm.
to get the apartment, her escape plan. I don't know, but you bailing as soon as the season starts? Okay, girl. All right. I agree. That's why the wives were crying, lost that moneymaker. Yes. And if y'all notice, Jennifer looked like she wanted to punch somebody in the throat. April was doing a good acting job. I'll give her that. But Jennifer just seemed pissed. Um, let's see. Davis Family is more an OnlyFans show. I always hear the porn music in my ears when I see them. I was seeking sister wives. Oh, wife equal money opportunity. Yep. The Davis family is more okay. Okay, wait. Nick seems to pick really young, really vulnerable, and not mentally, emotionally all their women. Like he's so predatory. And not only that, they sussed out that she was basically far away from her core family. Like she was on her own. So she's an easy target to pick. Because there's not gonna be any family close by to say, girl, what you doing? Come stay at my house. None of that. None of that. Hi, Farmata. Anything else with these yabos? Um, mm?
Nope, we're good.
Okay, so next up, oh my God, we have Danielle and Garrett. Again, like a, a lot of their segment was regurgitation from last week.
Last
Garrett
week,
is
last
still
year, you know.
but he's still spouting off the religious texts as the reason why. Danielle's like, maybe we shouldn't go. I don't know why she keeps saying we when it's he, but maybe we shouldn't go so fast to propose. And he's like, I'm not waiting to propose. I'm gonna meet her, say hello, and then I'm gonna say, bitch, be my wife. He designed that jankety ring. I I wish somebody would present that to me because I have had someone give me a jewelry present and I did not like it and I asked them to return it. And once I went down to the store and picked out what I wanted, then he can purchase that. I just think jewelry is a very personal gift. And I think time and thought should be placed on it, and you should know the person that you're giving it to. But again, I don't think Garrick has any respect for the women that he trolls for in South America. Because he has an ultimate goal to get someone here who's financially and emotionally dependent on him, isolate them far away, thousands of miles away from their family, and hold a green card over their head so that he can get some panani. Period. What man has this much time to have successful relationship with all these women? A broke, unemployed man who has all of the women working for him, if you're referencing Nick. I get that. I haven't seen the latest episode yet. Half of it was like a replay from episode 1. I was a little disappointed. The only segment that was really good was the Sherwoods Farmata. That episode, that segment was good. That was all new content. Having one spouse is work. Why would you want to multiply the burden of keeping the relationship alive times 4? I don't believe it can work. Well, TLC's proven that it don't work. I mean, we're seeing the collapse of everything, to be honest. Let's see. I hope Natalia robs them blind because enough is enough. And who's this we? Danielle keeps talking about you and your ex-husband and his new ting ting. Child.
Yeah,
but listen, they pack up after Sam and Samantha. Sam is Danielle's brother, and Samantha is Sam's wife. They laugh at them respectfully and say, why are we doing this wash, rinse, repeat again?
Okay.
Didn't you learn?
But you know what Sam was saying, right? I'm not sure if you caught this. I'm not sure if you caught this, but what Sam was saying is this. He's like, so basically you're gonna repeat the same dumbass mistake. You better not be giving our money away. That's what I heard.
Yeah, because now Sam works for him.
They work. Yeah, they're in partnership together. So
But then
I heard.
Garrett was like, "No, I'm not giving her any money." He's like, "But we're going to Mexico." And he's like, "Who paid for the trip?" And Garrett's like, "I did." So he's like, "You are giving her money."
Right. But I heard, like I said, in my head, I heard Sam say, don't give her none of my money." That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
I heard
So,
it too, but I also heard, "Whoops, too late."
yeah, exactly.
Oops. Um, Sam, if you are worried about that, and this is just for me to you, if you are worried about the financials, my advice to you is to get out of the backhoe and get inside the contractor's trailer, and start being the accountant.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Because he could spend all of his own personal money, but just make sure that the company's money, which you have
Exactly.
a vested interest in, is good. That's
Oh,
all I'm saying.
it makes you check the company credit cards too.
Ugh. How about we just take away the company credit card from
That too.
Garrett, and he could just use his Capital One.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But Marta said, "I feel sorry for Danielle last season, but I don't get why she's still with him. She looks so unhappy. She been looking unhappy since he forced her to divorce her. But never mind." Um, Gracie says, when Garrett described God met them in the garage, that took me out. The garage of all places. And they felt this
God spoke to
wind
me in the garage.
in the garage, and they felt this wind presence that was an eye opening spiritual awakening. It sounded like carbon monoxide in the air to me. When he said I'm like, in the garage? Y'all
Well,
been praying in the garage.
last week we had him saying that the Holy Ghost is DNA shot up, spunk DNA shot up to the woman's brain where there's a transfer of DNA, but it's
True.
only one way. It's not two way. The man cannot receive the female DNA. Only the man can give his DNA to the female. No wonder why Danielle is making such stupid choices then. Anyhow, then this week he's saying some bullshit about God spoke to him in the garage.
Right.
Did somebody open the door to the garage and he felt that wind? Like, he be making no sense to me whatsoever. And every time they're in a confessional and he says dumb shit like this, Danielle is on the verge of cracking up. I'm sorry, but he is TLC gold. And Danielle, keep on riding this train, because I have a feeling the reason why she sticks around and she's now exploiting her two teenage sons in this mess is because she needs the check, because she didn't get a settlement. We still don't know what settlement she got when she was divorcing him.
Ronnie says the whole 90 days game plan, get them here and hold a green card over them.
I don't know. I don't know. Oh, and when he said that Natalia graduated from law school. Okay. She did.
She graduated from law school but doesn't know what she needs to enter Mexico. Okay.
Well, here's the thing. We all know that Danielle says she encourages Garrick in his, God told me to do this mission of hunting down Cooch. So what I see is that she also goes behind the scenes and she sabotages all of his plans.
Oh, for sure.
I would not be surprised if we don't find out that Danielle knew about the visa things, but different websites said different things, and she went with the one that was most convenient for her, which said you don't need it, knowing full well that you did need it.
I can see that.
That's all I'm saying. Because look, they had Roberta to come up here. K1 in place everything. And then she went to Garrett and said, Let's get another wife, knowing full well that Roberta wanted to be the only other wife.
Right.
And she told Garrett that, well, it's taking so long. Let's try out another person as an possible next wife. And then put it in Roberta's face and telling Roberta that he's sniffing around somebody else and that they kissed and all of this, knowing it would set off Roberta.
Right.
So Danielle be playing both ends. And I love and crying in between. I love it. I love it. And you know why I love it? Because that scene where she was in the courthouse and doing the divorce, and those were real tears. As much as we see all the fakery on this show, those were real tears. And that woman was forced to divorce him because he is a slut. He is a slut. And I don't care what she does to him, because she will never be able to pay him back for the misery he put her through. And when the judge asked her if she's going ahead with the divorce, and if she had to agree, and she was like, yes, and broken, and he just sitting there happy as a loon. Whatever she dishes out to him in all subsequent seasons after that, he deserves it. I don't care. Danielle, bravo. Keep doing it. She's going to find out what they need to set this girl off. And we're going to find another Brazilian next season.
Pretty much.
When this one runs away. But yeah, they take the whole family down to Cancun this time because they didn't want to go back to Cabo, because Danielle had bad memories from Roberta over in Cabo. So they trying out another Mexican city, Cancun. They taking the kids, got the kids looking forward to a new stepmom or mom or whatever, however they phrase it. And
getting them a check too for the college fund, but okay.
Well, considering she doesn't have a settlement, and his family pulled away and kicked him out of the family company, and that's why he had to start this new business, and that's why his logo t-shirts are all over the place this season. Yeah, child, do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. What was at the end? So at 5:45 a.m., the producers are called to Garrett's room. Garrett tells them that Natalia and her mom are not allowed on the plane. They're saying that they need a visa to get on the plane. Apparently, Brazilians need a special visa to go to Mexico now, which was not in place when Roberta and them were going to Cabo. But things change. Natalia doesn't know any English. They're juggling the phones, doing the translation. Let's see. Apparently, Natalia is telling them that she can't get onto the website where you apply for the visa, and the producers in the background saying, well, we got on there a couple of times. It should be fine. I don't know why. Well, maybe she ain't got no connection. Because, he'd be going for these girls in remote locations. Remember Roberta? They could hardly reach her when she was going to take care of her mom. So, and Danielle playing the role as per usual, sitting there about ready to cry, in total confusion, not knowing what's going on. Keep doing you, Danielle. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so hold on. And she's buying this poop. Yes, she is. What's the real skinny paralegal course? No, I think she's sitting down there watching Matlock. I think she's watching Matlock, and that's it. His interpretation of the Bible is so out of this world, just his own personal satisfaction. Yeah. I think another Brazilian woman is fake. They just pushing another season for TLC checks. Yeah, love that theory. I'm all for the sabotage. Oh my God, dang it. I'm going to have to watch this mess, aren't I? You don't have to. It's just, if you want to try an episode, we wouldn't stop you. Loon sounds like the right word. Yeah. Trying out another vacation souvenir. God. Yeah. Hi, Crazy Cat Mama. Good afternoon. Hi, Michelle LaBelle. They've been sending Natalia. Yes, they have. They have. Um, Crazy Cat Mama. Oh, now he's saying that she graduated from law school. Was she working the cafeteria at the law school? I don't know. I don't know. I want to see. I want to see that degree. I want to see a GPA transcript. I want accreditation for the university. Um, because if you just graduated law school, why are you thinking of coming into this mess in a foreign country? All of those years to get your law degree in Brazil, then to come to immigrate to this country, which is probably not going to accept your degree, and you're going to have to start all over again. Bitch, bye. No, I would be looking for work in Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
Makes no sense to me, but that's just me. And I think that was all of the couples that we had. Okay, so
Yeah,
Jamal,
yeah, I think
any
that is
final
it
thoughts?
actually. No, I think we're good. I'm hoping we get newer content from these people next week because this seems like
Mhm.
a rehash. But in fairness, Garrick and Danielle's storyline is a complete rehash, so we might get this for the whole season.
Well, there you go. But we'll get to see Cancun. How about that?
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. All right, y'all. Join us in a couple of minutes at the top of the hour where we will be talking about the season finale of Prison Brides. It's over, y'all. And I'm conflicted. I'm conflicted. But bring your notes and come back in a couple of minutes so that we could have a chat. Jamal, any until next time?
Yep.
All right, y'all. See you in a few. Bye.